Randall, we get started. It's 1:30. As acting chair, I call this meeting of the Salary Commission to order. And I'm going to take my mask off so I can make sure that the digital minutes reflect the conversation. Public participation and testimony pursuant to the 17th proclamation issued by Governor David Ige on August 20th, 2020, relating to the COVID-19 pandemic, in order to allow public participation in a manner consistent with social distancing practices and following procedures, are in effect for the meeting. Members of the public will not be allowed in the meeting room. Oral testimony. Oral testimony will be permitted on all items on the agenda, subject to the following restrictions. Persons may submit oral testimony remotely through the WebEx internet platform. To participate, persons should visit www.webex.com, click Join, enter the meeting number, which is 146-423-6356, and complete the registration process. Registrants will receive an email that contains links and information on joining the meeting by either phone or video conference. This information was provided on the posted agenda. Written testimony. Written testimony will not be accepted in person at the meeting. Written testimony may be sent to Randall Young at ryoung5@honolulu.gov for distribution. Written testimony, including the testifier's name, address, email address, and phone number, may be posted by the city clerk and available to the public on the city's DocuShare website. Digital minutes. As directed by the 2019 Council Memorandum, digital minutes will be utilized as the record for the proceedings of this commission. These minutes will be created using an audio recording. To achieve accurate minutes, it is important that commissioners properly identify themselves upon speaking and when making a motion. Therefore, I ask all speakers, please speak directly into their microphone so the recordings will clearly pick up your words. Mahalo. Announcement of commissioners. At this time, I would like to introduce the returning commissioners in attendance today. By way of WebEx, we have Malia Espinda and Diane Peters-Wynn. In person, we have Brian Tamamoto, Dee Wakabayashi, and myself, Kevin Sakamoto. I would now like to introduce and welcome two new commissioners, Carol Lee Kubo and David Hayakawa. I wish to thank all of you for your willingness to serve on the commission. For the record, commissioners participating remotely, I covered that. We covered the remote. Yeah. Executive session. Pursuant to Hawaii Revised Statutes, sections 92-4 and 92-5A4, and upon taking an affirmative vote to do so, the Commission may enter into executive session for the purpose of consulting with its legal counsel on questions and issues concerning its powers, duties, privileges, immunities, and liabilities in setting salaries as set forth in the city charter. May I have a motion to enter into executive session?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Brian, you gotta identify yourself.
Brian Tamamoto. I so move the motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Tamamoto. May I have a second?
Commissioner Diane Peters-Wynn, I second the motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Peters-Wynn. It's been moved and seconded. Hearing no objections, we will move into executive session. call the meeting back to order. Item number 4 on the agenda, the election of officers. Pursuant to Charter Section 3-122, the Commission must elect a chair from amongst its members. I served as chair for the past several years, but I would be happy to yield the position as chair this year to anyone who would like to step in. Do I have a nomination for the office of the chair?
This is Commissioner Diane Peters-Wynn. I would like to nominate again Chair Sakamoto to continue in that capacity.
This is Acting Commissioner Sakamoto. I nominate Commissioner Brian Tamamoto for the position of the chair.
Dee Wakabayashi, I second that nomination.
Commissioner Wakabayashi has seconded that motion. Is there any other nominations or? Okay. By acclamation, Brian Tamamoto has been elected chair of the commission. Chair Tamamoto, congratulations on becoming the chair for 2021 Salary Commission. You may have the seat to take over.
Does it come with a salary?
Hi.
Switch places?
Brian, you see where we left off over there in the notes?
Okay. Wanted to thank Kevin for the last 3 years of chairing this commission. It's been a difficult period, especially for last year, so thank you. At least I had the honor of serving as his vice chair for the last 3 years, so it's been a good team with Kevin. Pursuant to the commissioner's rules, the commission also elects a vice chair who acts as the presiding officer in the absence of the chair. Do we have a nomination for the office of vice chair?
Chair Dee Wakabayashi, I nominate Kevin Sakamoto as vice chair. Since the duo has done so well for the commission.
Is there a second?
Second.
Carolee Kubo seconds the motion. Kevin Sakamoto is nominated. Are there any further nominations? If not, nominations are closed. By acclamation, Kevin Sakamoto has been elected vice chair of the commission. Congratulations, Kevin. Next, we would like to take the order of the business of electing the chairperson for the PIG committee, the Permitted Interactive Committee. Is there any volunteers? Oh, sorry about that. Okay. We're going to move to item number 5, approval of minutes of April 16, 2020, which was our last commission meeting. May I have a motion to approve and file the minutes of the last commission meeting, which was held on April 16, 2020. The minutes are in digital format, with an accompanying written summary, and both are posted in the Salary Commission website. Motion to approve.
Commissioner Sakamoto, motion to approve the minutes?
Is there a second?
Carolee Kubo, second.
Motion second by Commissioner Carolee Kubo. It has been moved and seconded. Are there any objections? Noting no objections from the commissioners present, the minutes have been approved. Item number 6 on the agenda, testimony from invited guests and the public. The next item is testimony from invited guests and the public. We will first take any remote testimony. Is there anyone on video conference that would like to testify? Okay. There is none. Please, at this point, we move on to the next. Are there any invited guests that we would like to testify? At this time, no one raised their hand or approached. Seemingly that no one is testifying by video or present by the staff, we'd like to move on to the next agenda item, which is the Permitted Interaction Group, also dubbed as a PIG. The next item is the Permitted Interaction Group, the otherwise referenced as the PIG, and the Sunshine Law requirements. A PIG consists of at the most three members, a number less than quorum. Establishment of a PIG requires 3 meetings. The first meeting is to establish the PIG. The second is for the PIG to present the recommendations. And the third meeting is for the discussion and decision-making on the recommendations. If the Commission believes that a PIG may be required to do further investigation regarding the setting of the salaries of those positions stated in the Charter, the Commission may vote to form a PIG, and it may also vote on who should serve on the PIG if there are more than 3 volunteers. The Commission need not decide today if it wishes to establish a PIG. Charter Section 3-122.3 provides that the Salary Commission shall set salaries in accordance with the principles of adequate compensation for work performed and preservation of a sensible relationship with the salaries of other city employees. Do I have a motion to establish a PIG today to do research into appropriate salaries for the position which comes under the jurisdiction of the Salary Commission?
Chair, I so move that a PIG be established.
Is there a second?
Chair, second.
Hi, this is Maria.
Hayakawa, seconds.
The motion has been moved by Commissioner Wakabayashi and seconded by Commissioner Hayakawa. Are there any objections? Noting no objections from the commissioners present, the PIG has been established. Are there any volunteers for the PIG?
Chair, I move to nominate Carolee Kubo to serve on the PIG, given her plethora of experience and background in compensation.
Okay. We don't actually need to formally nominate someone, but Carolee Kubo, are you willing to serve? Yes, okay. Are there others that would like to volunteer?
I'd like to volunteer.
Malia, great. Could we get a third volunteer?
Diane?
Diane, are you willing to serve?
I'm sorry, I'm reluctant to undertake this at this time. Normally I would do it. It's difficult with my current expectations of my position.
Okay.
Kevin?
Dee, would you like to serve?
I'm in the same situation, I think, as Diane. I'm
Okay.
unable to serve at this time due to some commitments.
Kevin, you're the old timer. Or David.
I am hesitant. I'm a rookie on the start of a 5-year term. I mean, I'm on a lot of committees that I chair in the bar, and I do understand the institutional knowledge. I mean, this is a critical year for our city, for our state, and you know, I got a 5-year gig here, and I'm willing to do my part. I don't necessarily think I'm the best person for this position at this time.
I'll help you.
Well, I did say what I said, so I defer to the wisdom of the group.
Kevin, you're the senior one. How about volunteering?
I'll leave it up to Carolee.
I'm sorry?
Charlie, I'll let you decide who you want. I mean, it's, yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to share my institutional knowledge on all the collective bargaining sessions that I've been involved with for the last 30 years. So I can help you if you need history.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the comment.
I said I'm willing to educate him on the history
Oh, David, you'll be,
if he's willing to serve.
Yes, she's.
okay, great. We got our 3 volunteers. Thank you very much, Malia, Carolee, and David. And those are the members that will comprise the PIG committee. Item number 8, scheduling of the next meeting. The agenda contained proposed dates for future meetings. These dates were selected to allow the use of the council chamber for safety measures due to COVID-19. Keep in mind that the Salary Commission must establish salaries and salary schedules no later than the first day of May. Furthermore, since the Commission voted to establish a PIG, at least 2 more meetings will be required. Also, ample time is needed before the next meeting to allow the PIG to carry out the research. I suggest February 25th, 2021 for the next meeting. Is there any discussion? Okay. For the third meeting, public hearing, the proposed dates most available appears to be March 18 or March 25th. Discussion and feedback from the commissioners.
18th, better.
Okay.
Spring break the last week?
By the way, these at 1:32? Are these at 1:32?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
18 is okay with everyone? Malia, Diane? Okay.
Yes, so, thank you, Chair.
Okay, fine. Let's mark your calendars for March 18th. For the 4th and final meeting, are you available for April 15th, 2021?
Yes.
Okay. Malia and Diane?
Yes, available, Chair.
Malia?
It again? April what?
15th, tax day.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes, okay. David, fine? Okay, let's mark April 15th as okay.
So can you summarize all of the dates again one more time, please?
Okay. The dates selected for the next meeting is February 25th, 2021, followed by March 18th, 2021, and the last and final meeting will be April 15th, 2021. All commissioners' meetings is customarily held at 1:30 p.m. If the start time is acceptable, we will work with the schedule regarding the room availability. Okay. Are there any questions? Before we adjourn, I wanted to make a request from our council staff, either via Randall or via the Corp Council, but I guess it's more appropriate through Randall, that for the commissioner's reference folder, that we have a brief summary that would be ongoing for each commissioner's work in the final product. And specifically what that means is that indicate the year, what action did the commission take for proposed raises, if any, the amount, the effective date, and that includes a comment section that is very brief, that may be running anywhere from 2 to 4 sentences that indicate the rationale that was given and how it was voted on. It's not to say that, essentially the idea is that ongoing commissioners coming in will be able to understand what had happened previously, and they understand rather than guessing as to why the commissioners did what they did. So it's just more of a reference document for new commissioners and future commissioners to be able to reference. And I say that having to participate in the PIG previously, there were a year that no raises were given, and we were trying to second guess if that was due to what circumstance. Was it due to collective bargaining or other extenuating circumstance, such as the cost of living adjustments? We didn't know, so that would give us an opportunity, real quick, as a brief summary. Is that in agreement with the other commissioners? Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And finally, before we close, is there a representative from the administration? Okay. Oh. Can you
Noel Ono?
identify yourself?
Noel Ono, I'm the acting director for Department of Human Resources.
Okay. Mr. Ono, if either you or I'm not sure if the appropriate person might be the mayor's chief of staff, but if we could get something in writing from either you or the chief of staff that makes reference to the mayor's ability to make across-the-board salary increases to the appointees. And I say that because as I went through the manual as a new commissioner in previous years, I didn't realize that the mayor had this ability to be able to make adjustments by either time in position and awarding position increases across the board. So if we could get some kind of statement how it's done, referencing if it's an ordinance or it's a charter that allows the mayor to do so, and how other governing rules that apply to that particular item, because I thought it was a little unusual that the salary commission makes salary adjustments, proposals, and the mayor also has some authority. So if we could get some kind of document, we can put in our reference folders, and for new commissioners, they will understand how that factors into the salaries.
If I may, Commissioner, I think this is a very significant request that may be handled through other various ways that the commission has been able to get other research. This particular request is significant enough that it hasn't been placed on the agenda. So I'm just asking that if you're making a specific request for something to be added to the reference folder, to perhaps maybe consider other ways the commission has been able to receive research documents from the administration.
Okay, good point, Corp Counsel. Can we Randa would like to put this on next month's agenda so that we can make this request. Yeah. Okay, and last item on the agenda is the adjournment. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Hayakawa moves to adjourn.
Okay. Motion to adjourn by Commissioner Hayakawa. Is there?
Sakamoto moves to second.
Commissioner Sakamoto makes a second. It has been moved and seconded. Are there any objections? Noting no objections from the commissioners present, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.